Hey, it's Amy and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to find out just how much of a basic white girl I actually am. I couldn't think of a video I wanted to do today, so I asked my best friend for ideas, and she said you should do a tag. So she looked up some tags, and the one that she found was 20 common white girl tag questions plus some. I have the questions right here on my phone, so we're gonna see just how much of a basic white girl I am. I don't think I am that much of a basic white girl. I've kind of looked over some of these questions and I don't know how to answer some of them. Even though I'm doing this more as a quiz than a tag, I do tag my best friend in this. Alexis, you're up next because you're the one that gave me the idea to do this. So let's see what you got. Question number 1. There's basically 2 of this question on here, which is what drink do you always order at Starbucks and what's your favorite Starbucks drink? My favorite Starbucks drink is probably this butterbeer frappuccino I found. I know they hate to make it and I forget the recipe because honestly I do not go to Starbucks that often. I actually really don't like Starbucks, so if I go there I get something like super cheap, like an iced coffee. If I'm going there and I have like a gift card, or which I never really buy anything there unless I have a gift card, so if I have like a free drink or a gift card or something, I usually buy the butterbeer frappuccino. But what drink do I always get at Starbucks? A tall dark roast iced coffee with mocha and coconut milk. It's pretty much my standard drink if I go there and I'm paying for myself, because that's still pretty cheap. Question number 2, do you ever say LOL or OMG out loud? Well, I did just now. I think I used to say OMG out loud in high school, like 10 plus years ago. I'm really old. When it started being like the big word or whatever in text messages, that's like forever ago. So I think that's like 2 points against me on a white girl scale. I don't like Starbucks and I don't say LOL or OMG out loud. Question 3, do you ever wear the same clothing item more than once? Yes, I'm a white girl, but I'm also poor. I'm not some rich basic white girl. I used to work at a clothing store, so I used to have a lot of clothes, and I actually do have a lot of clothes. My closet is really full. When I lived at my parents' house, I used to have clothes on the floor because I couldn't fit them in my closet or my dresser. So I have a lot of clothes, but I don't wear the same, or I don't wear the outfit, like an outfit once and then never wear it again. I wear a lot of clothes. I actually wear the same shirts, like the same probably like rotation of 8 shirts constantly. Question number 4, and I'm probably gonna start getting these out of order soon because it doesn't have numbers on here. I should have numbered them before I did this. Okay, anyways, question number 4, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? If I have somewhere to be and I don't care what I look like, probably like half an hour. That's like getting out of bed, taking a quick shower, and brushing my teeth and putting my contacts in and doing like a quick makeup, not like all of this. Probably like 30 minutes, but today it took me like an hour and a half, but that's also like doing my hair and doing like a full face makeup. So anywhere from half an hour to an hour and a half. Question number 5, how many selfies do you take per day? 0. I really hate taking pictures of myself, so I hardly ever take selfies, and if I do take a selfie, it's usually because I really like my outfit or my makeup or my hair or something that day, and that's usually rare because I rarely do my makeup or my hair or look good, because most of the time I'm at home filling out job applications or just lounging and doing whatever. Question number 6 is how many Instagram followers and pictures do you have? To be honest, I don't know off the top of my head. I rarely post pictures on Instagram. I have 942 pictures on Instagram and 107 followers, but I rarely post anymore. The last picture I posted was on June 24th, and before that was May 20th, and before that even was in March. So I like rarely post pictures. I like go on Instagram and I watch people's stories and I like people's pictures and stuff, but I rarely post pictures myself. Question number 7, and I really hate this question, I think it's the stupidest question on here, is are you racist? Okay, personally, no, I am not racist, but I'm pretty sure anybody who reads this question is going to say no. Like, people are gonna say, no, I'm not racist, of course. So No, I'm not racist. And I think this question is really stupid, so yeah. Question number 8 is how many tweets do you have? I've had my Twitter for 9 years now. In March, it was 9 years, I think. So I have a lot of tweets because when I first got Twitter, I tweeted a lot. So right now I have 25.6 thousand, which is probably a lot, but recently I don't tweet that much. I like retweet people, or I'll just like scroll through Twitter. Following that question number 9 is Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr. I definitely would say Twitter because that's where I get a lot of my news and I follow a lot of people, and it's a lot funnier than like Instagram. Instagram is more about like the visual pictures and stuff, and Tumblr can be funny, but I usually just reblog the pretty pictures, and that's what my Tumblr looks like. Question number 10 is what do you spend most of your time doing? Currently I spend most of my time applying for jobs and trying to come up with ideas for videos. So if you have any video ideas and you're not one of me or my best friend watching this, please tell me in the comments down below because I have no idea what to do sometimes. I've been trying to go to as many movies as possible and do reviews on that. So those are some video ideas I have. But what do I spend most of my time doing besides video ideas? Applying for jobs or watching YouTube videos or Netflix. Probably both of those at the same time. I'm a little bit country. Usually I'll be sitting at my desk applying for jobs and then have like YouTube or Netflix on my Chromecast. So I think I'm on question number 11. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I have a ton. I watch a lot of YouTube, but my favorite is for sure Philip DeFranco. I've been watching him since the beginning. I used to watch the Smosh guys a lot. I love Grace Helbig. She's like my favorite person. Actually, not just Grace Helbig. I like the entire Holy Trinity. So Grace Helbig, Mamrie Hart, and Hannah Hart. They're awesome. Steve Zaragoza is hilarious. Steve Zaragoza and Mike Falzone are hilarious. If you watch either of their channels or listen to their podcasts, that's not really a YouTube thing, but Mike Falzone does put some of their dynamic banter episodes up on his YouTube channel, so you should definitely check those guys out. They're very good. Question number 12 is how often do you cut your nails? I actually really don't cut my nails. Right now they look kind of weird because they're like, some are like super short and some are like super long, but I don't really ever cut my nails. I'll file them, but most of the time I just bite them off. It's one of my nervous habits. Or actually when I'm bored, I will pick at my nails and sometimes I'll just like completely rip them off. Or when they break, I can't stand them being like broken, so I'll like just basically rip them off. It's really bad. It's really bad. So I rarely cut my nails with like a nail clipper. I'll just like pick at my own nails or file them. I won't really cut my nails. Question number 13 is, are you a shopaholic? Not really, especially now when I'm trying to save money. I don't really shop a lot. When I worked at a retail store, I shopped all the time. I'm more of like a window shopper, or like I guess it's still a window shopper if you like go online and look through pages and put stuff in your cart and don't even intend to buy it. I do that a whole lot. Number 14, how many times have you watched Mean Girls? Oh, that's a tough question. I know Mean Girls by heart. I think probably like 20 times, 20 to 100 times. That's a really big range, but I've watched Mean Girls too many times to count. It's probably one of my favorite movies. I guess that's probably one of the things in here that makes me most white girl, is that I love Mean Girls. Question number 15, 14, 15. Do you own a lot of clothes? That also makes me kind of a white girl because yes, I own a lot of clothes, but that's only because I worked at a clothing store for 5.5 years and shopped at least once a shift. I would buy a lot of stuff when I worked in retail. Question number 15 or 16, lost count, of course. Do you wear makeup every day? No. Unless I'm going somewhere, which usually is just like some concealer and maybe do my eyebrows. Or if I'm filming a video, then I'll like do a full face of makeup, but this is a lot more than what I normally wear. Every day it's kind of more just a nothing. Question number 17 is, do you take pictures of your food? I think I have like one picture in my entire Instagram or Twitter or both of food I've taken a picture of, and that's because I made homemade corn dogs. So you know for sure I'm going to be taking pictures of those. but I think that's the only time I've ever taken a picture of food and posted it somewhere. I have taken a picture of this really good salad I had in Malibu back in February, but I don't think I posted it anywhere. But 99.9% of the time, I don't take a picture of my food unless it looks super cool or super delicious. Question number 18, what are your average grades in school? Well, I haven't been in school in 4 years, I think now. 3 years, graduated. Yeah, in about 3 years. I haven't been in school, so I don't know, I don't remember it very well, but in high school I was like a very average student, unless it was like I took CAD classes, which are like kind of architecture classes, which are design classes, or any of my art classes, or study hall, which didn't really count as a grade. But I think in my design and art classes and my English class I did pretty well. I think I did like B's, but if it was like math or science I did like horrible. So I was like average student. B minus, C minus, C. I think we'll say C. Question number 19, how do you usually style your hair? If I'm actually styling my hair, it's usually like this. I'll let it air dry and spray some like sea salt spray in it. That's about it. Most of the time I'll throw it up into a ponytail with some dry shampoo because I'm lazy and I don't really care sometimes. Most of the time. Question number 20, do you always look presentable? If I'm going somewhere, I try to. A lot of the time, no. I don't look presentable ever. Yeah, I'm really not a white girl. At least not a basic white girl. I have answered like horribly to all of these questions, but I think that's just because that's the way I grew up. I was always like that emo chick, but the loner emo chick who only had like 5 friends and painted her nails black and dyed her hair really crazy colors. But yeah, I've always been like that emo chick that everybody finds really weird. So I can understand why I'm not really much of a basic bitch. So this is the last like section of questions, and they're kind of from like a different tag, but I think they're the plus some. The first question is, what is a nickname only your family calls you? My family doesn't really call me nicknames anymore. They just usually call me by my first name. But when I was really young, my mom would call me Eeyore. That goes back kind of to the emo thing, because I used to be a really emo child, I guess, when I was younger. Then the second question of this second part is, what's a weird habit of yours? Probably picking at my nails or picking at scabs. It's really gross and I really won't try to stop, because I really hate doing it. Number 3 is, do you have any weird phobias? Yes. I'm a fairly anxious person, which is driven by a lot of my phobias, like the fear of heights and the fear of bugs and stuff like that. But I really hate turning left unless it's like a green left arrow. It freaks me out so much for some reason, but I will do it. It's one of those things that you just like have to do. I don't like driving over bridges either. A lot of my fears are car related. I really don't like driving over bridges. It freaks me out. I'm always afraid that they'll like crack and I'll fall into the water below if there's water, which that's another weird phobia I have, is water. I don't like going into the ocean or pools, mostly because of traumatic childhood incidents, but yeah, I don't really like water either. Another weird phobia is throwing up. I get like really crazy panic attacks. So that's some weird phobias for you. The fourth one is, what is a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? Probably like some Justin Bieber songs, like Sorry. I kind of really love Sorry by Justin Bieber. Is it too late now to say sorry? I'm not really a pop song kind of person, but most any pop song I really enjoy blasting and singing along to. Fifth question is, what's one of your biggest pet peeves? I have a lot of pet peeves. Mostly have to do with people. Like when people chomp their food, especially their gum, like smacking it, like just even doing it makes me cringe. I really don't like annoying people. Just like in general, I get really annoyed by people super easy. This entire time, people keep slamming doors in the hallway outside my apartment and outside my window. There's a door to the other hallway and people keep slamming it, and there's someone talking outside my hallway right now. It's out there and it's really bothering me, even though you probably can't hear it. So my biggest pet peeve is probably people. Number 6, what are your nervous habits? When I'm nervous, I pick my nails. Even I do that when I'm bored and when I'm nervous. I really have like a bunch of bad habits that I need to stop doing. And the next question is, what side of the bed do you sleep on? Well, I have a queen bed right now, and before that I had a twin bed, so I would sleep like in the middle. And because I got used to sleeping in the middle of my twin bed, and because I'm the only person sleeping in my queen bed, I sleep in the middle. Or if my cat decides to get up on the bed, I sleep on whatever side she's not taking up the entirety of. But if I have somebody else in the bed with me, I usually sleep on whichever side has a table. So if I'm sleeping in my bed right now with somebody else, I would probably sleep, if you're looking at it, the right side, but if you're laying in it, the left side. The left side. What is your first stuffed animal and its name? I wish I had a picture of it because it's the cutest thing. I think it's still at my parents' house though, but my first stuffed animal was this like pure white bunny with brown on the inside of its ears. I named it Leia, like Princess Leia, because I would roll its ears up into like little cinnamon roll buns, so the brown was on the outside, and I was like, oh my god, it looks like Princess Leia, even though I never had watched Star Wars when I got that, when I was like super young. I think I was like 3 or 4 when I got that. I don't remember like my first stuffed animal when I was really little, but that's the first stuffed animal I actually remember. Second to last question, I kind of answered this already earlier. What drink do you always order at Starbucks? I already answered that. Go past it, go to the last question. What is the beauty rule you preach but never practice? One, for sure, wash your brushes. I never wash my brushes. They are really gross and I really need to, and I really hate admitting that I need to wash my brushes. But I don't. So I probably should go do that.
12 seconds later.
That's it for all these questions. I hope you learned a lot more about me. I kind of actually learned a lot about myself. How weird I actually am. Thanks for watching, whoever you are. I really appreciate you. Leave a comment in the comments down below telling me who you are and let's be friends. If you're new here, subscribe. It's not that hard. It's just a little button down there, and while you're down there, leave a like. I think that's where they are. Subscribe, like, subscribe, I don't know. But the buttons are down there, they're easy to find, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, bye.